Welcome to week 4 of pre-recorded rugby with myself, Brad. This week is going to be aimed around kicking, so learning the different styles of kicking and also learning the process behind the different techniques. For this week, you're going to need plenty of space as we're going to be doing kicking. So the equipment that you're going to need for this week are 6 tennis balls, 1 rugby ball, 6 cones, 6 pairs of socks and a pillow or some sort of pad or basket that we're going to be using to kick to. Okay, to start with our first warm-up, we're going to go into some stretching. So first up, we're going to start at the bottom of our bodies and work the way up in relation to kicking. So first up, we're going to warm up our ankles. So we're going to do 6 rotations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and swap again. So last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and last round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part. So we're going to go onto our hands and we're going to hold a plank position. And then what I want you to do is bring one foot over, so bring your left foot over your right leg, so over your right ankle. All you want to do then is the foot that you've brought over, try and touch the floor with your ankle. Okay, so you're going to lower your heel towards the floor. So you should be able to feel it down the back of your left calf. And we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. And change. So bring your right leg over the top of your left and try and hold it and push it ever so gently down towards the floor. And release there and change over. So left over right this time and try and get it a little bit further towards the floor if you can. And for the last time, change. So bringing our right leg over and getting at the right ankle or right heel towards the floor. And release there. Okay, go onto your knees and then back up onto your feet. And this time what we're going to do, we're going to try and touch the floor with our hands. So we should be able to feel it down the back of our calves and also our hamstring muscles as well. So our feet want to be just further than shoulder width apart. And then we're going to try and touch the floor with our hands out in front. So keeping our backs nice and straight and keeping our legs nice and straight. Bend over and try and touch the floor and hold it there for 10 seconds. Okay, and bring it up. Release it out of a nice stretch back. And then what I want you to do this time is try and touch the floor and work your way back as far as you possibly can, whilst keeping your back straight and also your legs straight as well. So manage to touch the floor out in front, and then what I want you to do is just gently, gradually work your way back as far as you possibly can, whilst keeping your legs nice and straight and also your back. And hold it there. Okay, and bring it back up to the top. Okay, this time we're going to work towards one leg. So we're going to try and reach our toes or hold our ankles on this leg. So I'm touching my right hand with my left foot and then also bringing my left hand towards the back. And we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. And bring it back up. And then this time our right hand's going to go to our back of our ankles. And then other hand is going to go to the front of our feet. Okay, and release there. Have a little bit of a shake out. Okay, for the last part of our stretch, we're going to go down onto the floor. And then as we cross our legs, our left one is going to come over the top of our right. So we're going to cross that and bring the left one over the top. We then want to bring our left leg round our right knee. So we're going to bring it to there. And then all we're going to do is we're going to turn our bodies to the left. So you should be able to feel it all the way up the left-hand side of your leg, leading up towards your glutes. And we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change over. So in reverse, you're going to bring your left leg towards you and cross it, and then bring your right leg over the top of your left. And then we're going to reverse it round, so you're going to face the right-hand side, and then you should be able to feel it all the way up your right-hand leg, leading up towards your glutes. And then we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. And finish there. Okay, we're going to lead in straight into the first warm-up game. So for our first warm-up game, to set up, you're going to need your 6 cones. Your first cone is going to go here, so your first blue one. And I want you to take one step back, big one, to there, put it down, and then same again. So you should have 3 in a nice straight line. Then with our green ones, we're going to take a few steps this way and set them up on this side. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so for our first game, all we're going to do is be kicking the ball to ourselves. So you want to be releasing the ball out in front of you, dropping it, and lifting our foot up and raising our knee to kick the ball at the same time, and then catching it back to ourselves. So this is a quick demonstration. So we're holding it out and we drop the same time as we bring our foot forward, aiming the ball up into the air just so that we can catch it out in front of us. So for this first game, you're going to touch the cone with the ball, and once you've done that, you're going to kick the ball so that it goes forward a little bit, and you catch it here and then touch the next cone. And then you're just going to do a nice circuit all the way around till you get to the last cone. So just as a quick demonstration, I want you guys to watch me. So you're going to touch the cone first, kick, take a step forward, touch it again, kick, take the step forward. Once you've done those 3, go on to the next one. So here you are, 1 and 2. Okay, try, if you can, kick the ball and try and get it to head height. I don't want you to try and just kick it and then get it to here. We need to try and get some more height on it, okay? So have another go. Okay, this time we're going to do it together. So off we go. Touch your first cone, kick and step into the next one. And work your way around to the next set. And we're going to try it this time a bit faster. So try and do it as fast as you can this time. So we should be bending our knees and bending our legs, touching the cone. Okay, this time we're going to try it with our weaker foot, so don't worry about trying to get it to head height, just try and get it back in 2 hands. So touch the cone, off you go. 1, 2, and on to the next set. If you would like, you can add more cones into the game to make it more difficult. And if you would like, you can try and get the ball above head height if you have enough safe space. So for our next warm-up game, the equipment that you're going to need are a pillow or some sort of pad that we're going to be using to jump over, 3 tennis balls, 3 pairs of socks, and a cone at the far end, which is going to be roughly 3 to 4 metres away from the pillow.
Okay, so for this game, Brad's going to jump over the pad. As Brad is jumping, I'm going to say either a sock or a ball. Brad will then pick it up, run to the cone, and then it's his job to kick the ball back over the pad. Okay, so we'll show you a little demo here now. Brad, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, ball. So he's going to run to the end, kick the ball back. Perfect. Come back around the pad, jump over again. Sock. And make sure you react nice and fast. Sock. Well done. Good. Ball. Good. Well done, mate. Keep going. Nice. Sock. And last one. Fast as you can. Ball. And finish there.
This time we're going to use our alternative feet. So last time I was using my left foot. This time Simon's going to use his right. So are we ready, Simon? Ball. Well done. Sock. Sock. Ball. Oh, just. Ball. And last but not least, sock. Well done. Well done for completing your warm-up. I want you to grab a quick drink of water before we move into today's session. The first kick we're going to introduce you to is known as the grubber kick. Traditionally, this kick goes all the way along the floor. So the technique behind this kick, first up, I want you to grab a tennis ball. So the first thing we do is hold the ball out in front. We then raise our knee that we're going to be kicking with. We bring our head over the top of the ball, and then we keep our feet aiming down towards the floor, and then we kick towards the floor as well. So just as a quick demonstration. So we hold the ball out in front, raise our knee, bring our head over the top, and then kick into the floor. So to practice our grubber kick technique, we're going to need 6 tennis balls, a pad or a pillow that we're going to prop up upright, and then a cone that we're going to use as a marker to kick from. So first up, we're going to practice with our left feet, or our strong feet for you guys at home. We're going to need one ball at a time, going through the motions of the technique. So holding out in front, raising our knee up, head over the ball, kicking and hitting the target. So have a go, practicing your technique.
Okay, so Brad's just used his left foot. Now I'm going to go on to my other foot, which is my right foot. Aiming towards the target using the same technique. So look at the target. Ball in front, foot out. straight to the target. So make sure your legs nice and straight, going to the target. That's 2. You can take your time doing this if you want to. Make sure you keep your toe nice and pointer. You might need to move so you don't hit a ball. Oh, I finished there. Okay, so now you've learnt the technique, we're going to challenge you, give you a little class competition, or if you're at home, a competition against yourself. So you're going to go 3 with your right foot, and then 3 with your left foot, and see how many you can get out of the total of 6. Okay, so I'm going to go first 3 with my right. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 with my left, I'm going to swap over, so my weaker foot. That one missed. Ooh, I'm finished there and swap over. Okay, so we've learnt our grubber kick technique. Now we're going to go on to a different kick, which is a chip. And all that involves is getting the ball in the air and landing it in a space that you see on the field, okay? So all we're going to need for this is a cone from our starting point. You're going to need a chair or something quite high, okay? Put in the middle, and then at the back of that, you're going to have your pillow or whatever you're using at home or in class, okay? And all we're going to do is have your 6 socks. Start at the starting point, okay? Looking at your target again, and this time, so ball out in front of us, leg back, but rather than kick towards the floor, we're going to lift our foot up and keep our foot pointing to the sky, okay? So there's our target, and all I'm going to do is try and get it over the chair and landing on the pad or in front of it, okay? So I'm looking at the target, ball in front, lift up, okay? If you hit the pad, you get 2 points, okay? Okay, so I've not got it in front there, that's 0, so I'm still on 2. Still on 2. Okay, so I didn't hit the pad, but I got it past, so that's 1 point. Okay. And last one. And if I manage to land it on the pad, I get 3 points.
Okay, so this time we're going to move onto our opposite foot, so we're going to use our left foot this time. Remembering our technique, so feet facing up to the sky, so that counts as 1 point. Oh, 2 points, so I'm on 3. That doesn't count, fell short. So still on 3. Pass the chair and hit the bag, so that's 2 points, so I'm on 5. 6. And that doesn't count because it didn't go past the chair, so I'm still on 6 points. This time we're going to do a class competition. 3 on our right foot and then 3 on our left. I'm finished there. Okay, I managed to get 6 points that time, as I managed to hit the bag 3 times, so that's 2 points each. Well done if you guys managed to beat that score. If you didn't, keep trying and have another go.
Okay, so for our final kick, we're going to move on to the punt kick, okay? So that's kicking the ball or our socks directly at a target, okay? So for this, all we're going to need, again, is a large object. We've got a chair, okay, and a pad on top of it. Okay, needing our starting point, so our cone and our 6 socks. Okay, so before we start this one, just make sure you've got a big space and nothing around that you can hit and break, okay? So all we're going to do is start behind our starting point, which is the cone, look at our target, same technique, we're going to have our head over the ball in front of us, leg bent, but this time our foot's going to go straight directly at our target, okay? It's not going down or up, so it's toe pointed and straight at our target. Okay, so I'm going to use all 6 socks, try and get as many as I can. So looking at the target, foot down, and straight at the target. Okay. So that's 1. 2. 3. And last one, you can take your time if you want to. And that's 4.
This time we're going to use our left foot. So same again, same technique. We're going to point our feet towards the target and try and hit the target nice and straight without it bouncing. Okay, so off we go. That's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, just missed that time. Still on 3. Oof. Okay, started really well. Only managed to get 3 that time, so well done if you managed to get more than myself. We're going to move on this time and we're going to have a bit of a competition. So for our class competition, we're going to do 3 on our right and 3 on our left and see what score we manage to get. So I'm going to do my right 3 first. Just 1. Moving on to our left, so that's 2, 3. Oof, just missed, so 3 again. Well done if you managed to beat my score. If you didn't manage to beat my score that time, have another go and see if you can manage to beat it. Well done on completing your introduction to your 3 different kicking techniques, which are grubber, chip and punt. Now's the time to grab a quick drink of water before we move into the next part of today's session. For the second part of today's session, you're going to need a partner if you're in school, or if you're at home, a parent or a sibling. So, our partner is going to throw our ball into us. We are then going to catch the ball and then kick and aim towards the target. So, what I would like you to do is set up your pillow or your pad at one side in the corner. Make sure you've got plenty of room to manoeuvre. And then our partner is going to throw the ball, so we have our hands up as a target. Catch the ball, and then first up's going to be the grubber, and then we hit the target. So just as a quick demonstration again, catch the ball, practicing our technique. I'm finished there. So we've had a practice from catching from the left-hand side and kicking with our left foot. This time we're going to practice catching from the left side again, and we're going to practice kicking with our right. So same again, catching from the left, our partner throws the ball, we catch and prep to kick the ball. So using the same technique, keeping our head on feet over the top of the ball. Okay, I managed to get a couple that time. Well done if you managed to beat my score. Keep practicing and have another go if you didn't manage to beat my score that time. So this time we're going to be catching from the right side and kicking with our right. So if you want to, you can change your setup. I've changed mine round so it's easier with the shape of the room. It's up to you if you want to change it completely. Okay, I'm going to have my hands up ready to catch. My partner's going to throw it in. Catch the ball using the same technique, keeping our head and feet over the top of the ball. So that's 1. I missed that time, so still on 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. If you want to have another go, take your time and see if you can manage to beat my score. So similar to last time, we're going to be catching from the right hand side, but this time we're going to be kicking with our opposite foot, so this time it's my left foot. So hands up, ready to catch. From the right hand side, kicking with our left. That's 2. 4. 5. And 6. Full house for Brad. Okay, so we managed to practice catching the ball and then aiming for the target with the grubber kick. This time we're going to mix in with the chip kick. So what you need to do is you need to set your chair up facing the other way from where you're going to be kicking. And then what I'd like you to do is just place a few cones down on the floor and give yourself a good metre to aim for, so that when your sock lands on the floor, you've got a point system area to score. So it's 1 point if you manage to get it in front of the cones. If it goes past the cones, you get 0 points. Okay? So same again, we're going to have our partners, parents or siblings throwing the ball in. We're going to catch. If it's a ball, okay, we're going to aim for the pad. If it's a sock, we're going to do a chip kick and kick it over the chair. Okay, so the 3 balls first, so off you go. So we're going to catch from our left side and kick with our left to the grubber. So those are the 3 balls. So we're going to catch from the left and then we're going to chip kick over the chair. So I managed to get 1 point because it's inside the cones. Oh, just over the chair. And 2 points for managing to keep it on the chair. This time we're going to change it up, so they're going to be catching from the right hand side. Our partner this time can throw the balls and socks in any order, so you have to decide which ball or which sock goes on the right course. So all the socks, not forgetting, are the chip kicks with the chair and the cones, and the tennis balls are over there with the pad. Okay, as a grubber kick. Okay, so our partner throws in whichever one they choose. So it throws in the ball, catching from the right, kicking with the right, and aiming towards the target. So it's a sock this time, we're kicking with the right. Okay, that's 0 points because it went over the far cones. 0 again. So we change to the ball, which is to the grubber. Ball again, so we know we're going to the pad. And last but not least, the last sock. Oh, just managed not to get it on the chair. Okay, so I managed to get 3 balls to hit the pad, which is 3 points, and 1 sock onto the chair, and the other 2 didn't count because 1 didn't make it and 1 went past the far cones. Okay, for our last game and our last exercise, we're going to be doing the punt kick with the catch. So you're going to be catching from your left hand side, kicking with your left to start. We need to set up our chairs and our pad over here. So we can either use a pad or a pillow as such, totally up to you. Make sure there's nothing fragile hanging around or anything that we can break, okay? Okay, are we ready? Hands up, ready to catch, and off you go. So catching from the left, kicking with our left. So I've managed to miss that one that time. Missed again. Hit that one, so we've got 1 point. 2. 3, I just caught the top corner of that one, I'll take that one. I missed that one, okay, so I managed to get 3 that time. Have another go, guys, if you didn't manage to beat 3. If you did manage to beat 3, very well done. Okay, we're going to change it up our next time, so we're going to be catching from the left and kicking with our right foot. So hands up, ready to catch. So we're going to be catching from the left and kicking with our right. So that's 1, Oh, missed that time, still on 1. 2. 3. Oh, missed that time. Still on 3. And 3, okay. So 3 that time with my weaker foot. We're going to change it up again for our last couple of goes. We're going to be catching from the other side this time. So this time we're going to be catching, like I said before, from the right hand side. So our hands up ready to catch. Partner throws the ball and we're going to start kicking it with our right. So that's 1. 2. Missed that time. Missed again. 3. And 3 again, okay. Well done if you managed to beat 3. If you didn't manage to beat 3 that time, have another go and see if you can manage to beat my score. Okay, for our final attempt, we're going to be catching from the right and kicking with our left. So off we go, hands up ready to catch. Our partner throws and manage to kick the ball straight and aim it towards the target without bouncing. So that's 2. 4. Okay, 4 that time. Have another go if you didn't manage to beat 4. If you did manage to beat 4, that's a fantastic effort. Well done. For our homework challenge this week, we are going to be playing croquet ball. So for this game, you're going to need a tennis ball and 9 cones. So you're going to need 2 cones that are the same, and you're going to need 4 pairs of cones that are the same. So, and then a 1 for our starting point as well. So for this game, what we need to do is, for the setup, we need to have 2 colours as a gate. So my blue ones are here as my first gate. So for this game, we're going to be kicking the ball through the gate. So we're going to be using the grubber kick technique. So all you're going to do, use the techniques that we've learnt today. So ball out in front, knee up, and kick through the gate. So I managed to get through the gate. I've got to chase the ball through the gate and then go through my next gate. So I've got my green gate here, which is a little bit smaller than my last one. Okay, I managed to miss it that time, so I need to regather the ball and then reset and then go through the gate for the next time. So I've managed to reset myself here. Managed to just get it through that time. Chase it through the gate. Okay, my next ones are my yellow ones, so I'm going to try and kick it through the gate there. Once I've kicked it, I chase it. Then I've got my last gate to go, which is my red gate over there. And then I chase the ball, and then the time stops when you manage to collect your last ball through your last gate. Okay, for our last one, we're going to have a time challenge. So I'm going to have a go. The time's going to appear on the screen, and once I get through my last gate, pick the ball up, my time's going to stop, and hopefully you guys manage to beat my time. Okay? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So I'm through the first gate, collect my ball. Through my second gate, collect my ball. Third gate, through the yellows. And last but not least, through my red ones. Oh, I managed to miss it that time, so recollect your ball. Reset. And through the last gate, and stop the time there. Okay, I've managed to regather my ball. My time should now have stopped at the bottom of the screen. And hopefully you guys have managed to complete your course and stop your time as well. Compare the times and hopefully you've managed to get a better time than myself. Well done on completing your first homework challenge for week 4. Your second homework challenge is a practical challenge, which is design your own mascot. So you will find this in the description below, so where you'll find a link. Well done on completing week 4 of pre-recorded rugby with myself, Brad and Simon. Thanks for joining in, and hopefully we'll see you next week for week 5, which is rugby pre-recorded.